in North Syracuse, right here at historic Sweetheart Corner. And I am here tonight to celebrate two CNY award winners and the state championship team, the New York State Champions 2024 CNS Northstars girls lacrosse team. We're here every single month with CNS, and of course we are on YouTube, Facebook, and Podbean, all online worldwide. So I have head coach Stephanie Prentice with me, as well as Gabby Putman of the championship, once again, 2024 New York State girls lacrosse team. So very proud, very excited. Please give them a round of applause, show them some love. So Gabby, I'm going to start with you. I'll have you take the mic here. So you're just coming off of a camp, aren't you?
Yes.
Like college-wise?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you coming from?
I'm committed to Vanderbilt.
You're committed to Vanderbilt?
Yes.
Going to the SEC?
Yes.
Love
Nashville.
that. So yeah, awesome here for you, and congratulations on that. What made you choose Vanderbilt?
I think the team kind of clicked and put together when I went there, and just everything that I'd want in a school. It's a little far location-wise, but it's warm, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I think just it was everything that I wanted in a school, and very confident in it. So yeah.
Going to Nashville, you said?
Nashville, yeah.
Are you a country music fan?
I am. I'm a big country music fan.
I think we talked about this a little bit last time.
Yeah.
The team was here going into states after you won sectionals. So being in a hotbed of country and a home of so many stars in Nashville, are you looking forward to the new stars that are going to be coming through there?
Yeah, I'm so excited. Yeah, it's a great atmosphere. Everyone's so nice, and it's just so fun, and helps that I'm a country music fan too. So every single in the camp, I think they didn't play anything else but country. So I was loving it. So
yeah, you'll enjoy it for sure.
Yeah.
So, and it fits Heritage Hill as well, that country music, and want to let everybody know, not just Heritage Hill North, but Heritage Hill Brew House on 3149 Sweet Road out in Pompey. This weekend we're extending the 4th of July, we're extending Independence Day, and there's going to be country music, some good music out there as well, and always some music that's going to be out there at the Palladino Farms. So, Coach, to go to you here, I don't think we talked about this. Do you like country music?
Oh, we might have talked about it. I do not, actually.
You do not? Okay.
I try to get Gabby not to play it during our practices. I think I like everything else but country music.
Okay, so what's playing in the car right now? What did you listen to on the way here?
And we talked about this last time, but
Yeah.
Biggie was on right before we walked in, and Dr. Dre was on.
Yeah.
Hypnotized Radio on Pandora.
I was going to say, I know that you're our hip-hop fan, so you got a good style of music here. Hip-hop and country, I think Kane Brown has mixed some things up as well. He's done some good stuff. So, Coach, first and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you.
That the last time we sat here together with the team, it was, we're going to states, just won sectionals, and the team believing they can do it, and now you're back as state champs. I feel very spoiled because every time I'm watching these games in the regionals going on farther from that in the state playoffs, I would watch and see what was going on with the game, shoot you a little message, congratulations on to the next one, and then I got to give you that congrats on state. So why did the team get it done after they said they were going to? Why did they get it done?
It's funny, and I told a little story at our banquet. Something I think that I realized right before, but when we got to the game, I think it was the calmest I've ever been coaching. I think all three of us on the sideline were just enjoyed ourselves and had fun because these girls were so confident. And we during warm-up, a song came on, and we won't give our backstory, but Who Let the Dogs Out came on, and I think we all looked at each other and were we're winning this game. And but we walked on the field, and I was so confident that these girls were so confident, and they truly believed in themselves. They believed we were going to win, and they just manifested it and made it happen. And I think that was the difference, the belief. And I think that when you believe in yourself, when you believe in your team and your coaches, it kind of manifests into, working harder, making the right decisions, you know, being a good teammate. All of those things kind of manifest when you believe in yourself. And I that's the only thing I can explain with these girls. I think they were just so confident walking on the field, and we weren't coming home without it. So.
No.
So, Gabby, I'll go back to you for this. Why were you and your teammates so confident this season in that belief that you can win a state title?
You know, I think we all had one goal in mind, and I think that's what helped us, you know, go along the way, because we all worked together and we worked hard, and as a team worked in practice, worked off practice, you know, all for this one goal that we had, and we're like, we made it this far, we're not losing. Like, as soon as we got that sectional championship, I think we really locked in and realized, like, okay, now it's happening, and we kept going and kept moving game by game, and you know, it wasn't easy. Like, we had to really work for it, but everyone wanted to work for it, and I think that's what helped us, you know, everyone just having the same goal and having the same, you know, dream in mind that kind of made it happen. So yeah.
Now, we look at this as a team effort, but you end up winning Player of the Year for girls sports here in Central New York. Just what that means to you to be able to represent not just lacrosse, but to represent young women in general here in Central New York.
It means a ton. I mean, I put in a lot of hard work, and just to see it pay off, you know, it's just an award, but you know, it means something, and you know, I'm very happy to be recognized for it, but you know, I think it does represent not just me, but my whole team. You know, we did it together, and I, you know, draw controls off the field, like offense, defense. You know, I had a great season, and I think that I also wouldn't have got there if I didn't have my teammates alongside me, and I think that, you know, the award just kind of shows and represents our team as well, something we can bring home to our team, and you know, I wouldn't have done it or gotten where I am without having them. So it wasn't just me who got it. You know, I'm just glad to take it and kind of represent our team. So yeah.
Coach, for you, why do you feel that Gabby got the spotlight here for girls athletics in our community?
Well, I mean, her success on the draw circle, you know, and I know, like she said, she wouldn't have done it without her teammates, and her teammates helped on that circle. But I think what Gabby does, and I think it's just an innate thing with her, her craft on the draw circle is all her. You know, she put the time in, she put the work in. You know, with Kate, which we talked about, I think you talked to her last time. She did that on her own, you know, and I think that that's something that is infectious, and I think her teammates really got that from her and pushed themselves because of her. And I think, you know, what she did on the draw circle is absolutely insane. I mean, 238 individual, and we had 398, I think, team draws. You know, the other teammates, I think that's incredible. Yeah. You know, it was a huge part of the success of our season. You know, and obviously every day we talk about it's our team effort, and everybody on the team, you know, contributed, but that was a key piece to our success, and I think that it just comes from her innate desire to be the best, which is what you need to be a, you know, a successful athlete, especially at the next level. You have to have that.
When you talk about the importance of the draw circle, and I've had this conversation recently, and be it girls lacrosse, boys lacrosse, men's, women's, doesn't matter. When you look at that draw circle and what that does and where it puts you immediately, either on offense or on defense, I mean, it's simply put, but at the same time, there are teams that can react really well to a game where they have to go on the defensive side and they have those defenders to do that, and then there's other teams where they need to be on offense, they need to be the ones pushing, they need to be the ones with the ball in the initials. So just to speak to that draw circle and what that does momentum-wise to immediately affect a team consistently throughout the game.
Well, I think our team was one of the teams that could handle either or. You know, we just had, and I don't mean that the wrong way, we just had a strong offense and a really strong defense. So at either end, it really didn't matter, but, you know, possession is the key in the game of lacrosse, regardless of boys or girls. You have possession more, you're probably winning the game. Yeah. And so I think even with a shot clock coming, if you win more draws, you got more possession, you're probably winning the game. So I think that it's a key part of the game, and if you have somebody like Gabby that can control that herself. We made some adjustments, but I mean, it was Gabby like figuring that out on the field with her circle people. If you can have that, you have possession and you have control of the game. So I think in any sport, when you have that, you win the jump ball in basketball, you still have one more possession. So
yeah.
I think that's important and key to your team's success. So.
And in girls athletics, you won CNY Coach of the Year. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Your thoughts on being able to represent in this community as the overall Coach of the Year on the girls' side?
Well, first of all, and I think maybe it's kind of infectious of what our message, but, that was not just my award. I have 2 other coaches that, give so much to this team and were just as much integral to the success of our team. We worked so well together, and we went out after the championship game. My husband came along, and he's like, I get it. I get why you guys work so well together. You guys were just a perfect team together, and
yeah.
So that award is just as much theirs, hands down, 100%. But I mean, it obviously for me. Being a Northstar forever, being a Northstar part of the program back in the day, being able to represent my teammates, my coaches, these girls, students that I've had in the past, and future lacrosse players. I'm proud to have won that. I don't think it's just a me award. There's a lot of coaches that helped get these girls to where they were prior to being here with us. So I think it's not just my award, but anytime we can, as a female, bring something back to our community, it's a good role model. It's a good thing for them to strive for, younger people and younger girls, and so I'm proud to have it. I didn't want to be called up. I'm like, please don't call my name, because again, I don't like to do this stuff and be in the limelight, but it's good.
Gabby, I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked Coach, but on the flip side here, to talk about why you believe that Coach so humble with the Coach of the Year, but why do you believe that Stephanie Prentice should be Girls Sports Coach of the Year here in our community?
Yeah, and I mean, I think Coach provided an amazing atmosphere this year, for us girls to just learn and grow together, and that's part of the reason we did grow so close, is that she provided the environment for us to do that, and stresses the emphasis of family, and that we had to work together. And she sat us down in our preseason meetings, I think, and she said, yeah, everyone had the same goal this year, and she made it happen and provided the space for us to do it in, and always told us, keep fighting and keep setting our standard, and provided us, amazing stuff to do that on and off the field.
And when we look at this team as we're here, Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora at Heritage Hill North, our exclusive home for all of our CNS Northstars broadcasts that we do, and being able to be here again with girls lacrosse for CNS and to celebrate a sectional championship, a state championship, and to know that just a few years ago we were talking about a team that I think was like 1-15 that we had spoken about, and that turnaround and seeing that success, as we spoke about before, something that doesn't happen overnight, doesn't happen in a few months, doesn't even happen in a season. It happens over a long period of time of culture and environment and having the buy-in from a team, a collective together. I want to go to these state playoff games, and just, Gabby, I'm going to start with you here. After sectionals, after I got to see you all and, gave you all that go out and do it and go have some fun, I saw a team leave here that I really believed was going to bring a banner back. You did. Bring me into those games and what you remember the most of the competition that you had in states.
Okay, so sectionals, after sectionals, played Corning, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, they were a tough team. We played really well, took that home, not easily, but we worked really well together and got the win, and that one was fun. And then we went to Suffren. They were an amazing competition. Going up and up in the regional, or not regionals, like in the state playoffs, you're going to play great teams. They were an amazing team. We pulled it out great. I think our dance battles before really helped us motivate us. So we did before each and every state game, or game in the playoffs, we did a dance battle before, so that was fun. And I
was
think
that sectionals and states that you had a dance battle?
We did, yeah, sectionals in every game leading up to states, and then the game at states. So yeah, that definitely helped. And I think every game we played, we just kept getting more and more hype and more. We're like, we're getting closer. And we didn't just look straight to the state championship. I mean, we took each game as it came and celebrated after each game. But I think, Suffern took home the win. That was a great game. And then straight to Fairport, right? And then, it was an amazing battle. I mean, it was tied going into the fourth quarter. So, I think we just knew, we knew what we had to do. We locked in, and then we made it happen. So we knew we were going to, and we did. So, it was a great ride. So it was very fun. I was glad to be a part of it.
You talk about that championship game for states here in 2024 for girls lacrosse, and knowing that it was tied going into the fourth, you said we just knew that we were going to do it. We knew what we had to do. We knew we were going to get it done. That confidence, how does that, not even if it wavers a little bit, that whole bend but don't break, how did this team know whatever the score is, whatever the situation, wherever we're at in this fourth quarter of the state title game, we're winning?
I mean, for me, I think I just looked around and I'm like, everyone didn't look panicked. Like, we didn't look like, oh my God, we're gonna lose. Like, it's not, like, it was technically 0-0 going into the fourth quarter. That's a whole new game. Like, that's not even, so I think it was clean slate, and you just, coming off the speech in like the third quarter, and coaches helped us and motivated us, said you guys got this, and we knew we did. And I think looking around at my teammates, like, you could see it in their faces, and you're like, that feels so refreshing to have each and every person very locked in and very confident, having the same mindset. So I think it was just all of us knowing we had a goal, and that you're confident, but you also feel more calm, like you're not panicked, you're not stressed out. So we didn't panic, and I think that helped us.
Who's the first person that you hugged on the field?
I think.
Do you remember?
It might have been. I think it was Elizabeth Smith.
Okay.
I think it was Elizabeth, or it was Jilly Howell, the goalie.
Okay.
Yeah. So. I honestly don't, or maybe it was Katie Harbold, the defender. The one who does the stick. It was Katie. Yeah, she does the stick exchange with me. Yeah, it was Katie.
It was Katie? All right.
I don't know. It could have been the other three. I think it was Katie, yeah.
It's okay to say, in those moments, you kind of just black out.
I think I just, was, looking for someone. I don't care who it was. Yeah.
You go back and look at the tape, you're hugging the other team. And
yeah.
Coach, do you remember the first person that ran to you on the team?
Oh, I do. It was my daughter.
Yeah.
Bring
me into that moment.
It was a special moment. She was bawling her eyes out. I was trying not to cry. I will say the four of us coaches, though, kind of stood there for a minute and kind of hugged each other for a minute and just watched the girls. And one of the things that I talked about on the bus before we got off the field, and it kind of attests to what Gabby was saying, but I had goosebumps, but I said, look at everybody on this bus, look at your teammates' faces. You're going to remember this. Whether we win or lose, you're going to remember this moment. It's something that does stay with you. And, having gone through it, I can still see parents' faces. I can still see my teammates' faces on the bus before we came home. And, I said, enjoy the moment and enjoy the sounds, enjoy the experience. And, so when we went into that fourth quarter, it was a tied game. And I think one of the big things that I've always with the girls, even if we're losing, we just got to execute what we need to do. We're a good team. We have our systems. We know what we need to do. We prepare for everything. Yeah. I think I talk all the time. I say it all the time. It's a 0-0 game right now. Even if it's the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left and it's a tie game, it's 0-0 game. So just go out and do our thing. And I said, we didn't come here to not win. So trusting all of those things, so for me, I did. I took that in during the game. Every few minutes, I was like, just looked around and looked at the parents and looked at the girls, and so to then be able to have her run over to me first, Mackenzie, was, it was a special moment to kind of experience together. As a family, and then we quickly found everybody else on the team and gave lots of hugs. I think our whole team gave lots of hugs. So I think it's something I think you'll say. I know she will say. It's a moment that we'll never forget. I promise you'll never forget it. So.
When you said, having your daughter Mackenzie, having that moment, having that special, time, that's so unique because it doesn't happen that a coach gets to be around their kids, especially in an atmosphere like that, and to be able to celebrate on the field in a game. So to know that it's unique to win a championship, but it's unique to be able to be there with your daughter in that moment. How many snapshots did you take with your eyes?
Oh, lots. And what's amazing is somebody got that on video, and we have that forever. So it's kind of awesome. And one of our good friends, whose kid wasn't on the team but happened to come to the game to support us, also got a video of all the parents, and watching them all kind of enjoy it, because it's one of my big purposes was to bring the joy back to our program, so that moment for me, like watching her bawling her eyes out on the field, watching the girls, watching the parents, watching my own family, like my dad, might have had a few tears. Those moments are just, priceless, and people got snapshots of all of that for us, So technology right now is amazing because I have those forever, but they'll be in my eyes and head and memories forever. So.
Is the excitement back in CNS Northstars Girls Lacrosse?
I think so.
Yeah.
I would say so. I got lots of messages over a few days, and I think it's ready for the next one. We kind of work all season, all off season. As a program, we kind of go year round, with time off here and there, but it just incites the next group and making them great and keeping them at the same mentality that this team had. So,
Gabby, is CNS back?
Oh yeah, 100%. yeah, we're ready for the next one, like she said. So yeah.
For you, there's that next chapter though.
Yeah.
And we talked about Vanderbilt, SEC, Oklahoma's now there. Texas is now there, so it's a weird thing that the Big 12, the identifiers of the Big 12 are now in the SEC. So, what are your thoughts on the next chapter and the next step, and knowing that in many, many ways the SEC in so many different sports is going to challenge, right?
Yeah.
It's going to challenge on the lacrosse field, challenges on the softball field, challenges in baseball, challenges in football, challenges in basketball, and so on and so forth. So. You're going to a place where the spotlight never really shuts off. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm ready for it. I love facing the challenges, and it's not gonna be easy. Get on the field. No college. You have to work wherever you go. It doesn't matter if you go D1, D2, D3. You have to work to get on the field, and have as much fun in college as you do in high school. Obviously finish up my senior year. I mean, that would get through that one first before we go to college. But no, I'm very excited. I mean, I will say the football in the SEC not looking too great, but it's a smart school, so a bunch of smart kids against some Alabama, big guys. So, but just the environment of it is great. Like, being in the SEC and the amazing facilities, the amazing, gear, like spotlight you get, and it's great to, be in that spotlight, and it just makes you work and makes you feel challenged and work harder.
And you said you got obviously some time.
Yeah,
before this happens.
Got some time.
What's your excitement for the time in between?
I think I run cross country, so looking forward to that, and then track, and obviously lacrosse whenever I can and all around in there, and looking forward to next season, and hopefully getting another state championship, and that would be great. So
Because you're not done yet.
Not done yet, no. So yeah, and looking forward. I mean, we have 10 seniors that are sadly leaving, but that means we get 10 new girls that get to come up. We get to meet them and really learn to play with them and everything like that, and keep the next generation coming. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, and we know, like you said, with some faces moving on, there's going to be some familiar faces like yours that we get to see for this upcoming season. Coach, you told me when we sat here a few weeks ago, you said, enjoy this because I don't do interviews.
Yeah.
You said I usually will give like one a year to our guy at CNS and that's it. But I've gotten you twice in a couple months. Am I one of one, one of two? How small of a room is it to be a broadcaster that's had you twice in one season?
You're a lucky guy.
It's very rare, right?
It
For what
is.
you tell me.
It is. I would rather not. I like to just.
I would like to think you and I have fun. We have a good time up
we
here.
do.
It's not your typical broadcast. It's not your
not.
typical questions. So.
That I agree.
Yeah, I want to say there's a reason why you come back, maybe.
For the girls.
Okay, fair enough.
Anything I do is for the girls.
Gabby, for you, before we get into rapid fire here, to live in this moment and celebrate this moment, you've gotten to have some time with it. Mm-hmm. Does it sink in? Has it sunk in? Are we getting rings? We're getting rings, right?
We are getting rings.
When do those come in?
I think November, December.
Okay, so...
They're nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've seen them already?
Oh,
We've seen them.
Okay.
Not everybody's seen them.
So
only
now-
the captains and Gabby. Look,
Yeah.
Okay.
only the captains and Gabby.
So, has it sunk in yet, the championship at sectionals and states? So have you fully felt that yet? And then secondly, tell me what you can about these rings.
Okay. No, I mean, I think it's starting to sink in a little bit more. Like, I think when we had the state game and after it winning, like, it doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
Like, you just like, I'm like, okay, I'm here, we've made it, but I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you don't really think like, oh my god, I've won a state championship until like, I thought it like the couple of days later, the weeks coming, but now like I feel like I get to talk about it more, and it just becomes more and more real every time I talk about it, and it becomes more like fulfilling. Like we really did that. Like that's awesome. And every time someone asks me like, oh my gosh, congratulations, like you won it, like, and they let me talk about it, I think it gets more and more fun to talk about every time because I just reflect on everything that led up to it. And yeah, I mean, it's been surreal, and I think it's more surreal now, now that I've had time with it, it's sunk in. But yeah, it's been great, and I love talking about it, so yeah, just hope to talk about it again, but yeah, so. I
know you're getting a ring, but did you take anything from the fields? Did you take anything from the moment? Was there any like, I'm just gonna take a little piece of this with me?
I mean, I also am a hoarder, so I will collect everything, like whatever. I think a lot of it's our ribbons. We'll do little like shoe, like gold, and every game leading up to the state championship, we did gold ribbons because gold. Number one, we wanted to get the gold. So I have kept all of those. I mean, I didn't keep any like turf or anything like that, but I kept the ribbons. So yeah, I kept the ribbons, and then we have a gold scrunchie that a lot of us were very superstitious about. Okay. I know the day of state, I had like couldn't find mine, and I think I lost mine the night before because we had ball the night before, and I was like, oh my god, I can't find it. Like, this is terrible. But I ended up finding it. So maybe that was kept the gold scrunchie. So.
How long were y'all wearing the gold scrunchies this season?
Ever since senior night. Yeah.
Since senior night?
Yeah.
Okay, so like you all had to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean a few girls didn't, but a lot of us, yeah.
Okay.
So.
I understand that. There are people that may not be superstitious, but what is that called? They say they're a little stitious.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They might be super, but
I think I'm far past
our whole
stitious,
team.
so.
Very superstitious.
Very superstitious?
Oh,
yeah.
Coach, are you superstitious?
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Coach, I want to know what you did
Yes.
this season to prove your superstition.
Oh gosh. So lots of things. In our household, we ate the same foods, literally
I do that too.
the whole season.
Okay.
Mackenzie and I had a certain type of gum, and before every single game, we chewed a piece out of this package. So the funny story with the gum, the first year when we won the sectional championship in 21, on the day of the sectional game, there were 2 pieces left in that pack, and we chewed those last 2 pieces, and Kenzie was like, we're going to win. Like it was that moment. But so the ribbons always go, I leave the ribbon on. So each ribbon, we had a different ribbon that we put on our shoes each game, and they all had some message or importance or a reason, different ones. And so mine stayed on my shoe until the next game.
Okay.
When I took it off, it went inside my bag. So I collected them
That's
all in
what-
my bag. I know like Ken's tied them to her bag. Some of the girls left all of them on their shoes. You know, it just depends.
And this is from game 1
Yeah.
of the season. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So Ken's had her hair exactly the same way for the last 4 years. I had to do it before every game, but in a certain order at home. So like it had to be after she ate. Then I would do those braids, or sometimes on the bus. But we always literally, and it's weird, but random things we find on the turf go in my bag. So this year was a couple pennies that were lucky pennies. Last year were some Skittles. The year before was a Starburst that's still in my bag.
Okay. Okay.
So we keep all those things. What else? What am I missing, Ken? We had a lot.
Yeah, so food, hair, ribbons,
Yeah.
Skittles, Starburst, gum. It's a lot.
Sneakers. I had to wear the
Sneakers.
same. So I buy a new pair of sneakers every season.
Okay.
I wear those on game days only.
And only that pair for that season.
Yeah. Yep.
I love that I asked this question to get that background of it. Is so like deep, which is really awesome.
And we're not the only ones. Everybody on our team.
Oh, I had to do it
Our
too.
whole team was.
Big, yeah.
Is there anybody on the team that isn't superstitious that's like, all right, girls, that's enough?
No. I
No,
really
everybody
don't think
is?
so. I think everyone has their own, even if it's like small something, everyone's got something.
Do you know everyone's superstitions, or are there people that keep them a secret?
I know most of them,
Most.
but
You know
yeah.
most?
No.
Okay. What's the Gabby, what's the wildest one? Is there a superstition that you think is like very unique? That one of the girls is like, this is what I do every season?
I don't know.
Like
there's
somebody who
some-
goes and like knocks on the locker or something like that? Like, is there somebody that does like the tap?
We
Or
do
they-
that on our wall.
Yeah, we did.
Fran actually put up a family, and we hit it before we leave every day.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I eat the same foods. I think a lot of people eat the
Yeah,
same
that's
foods.
that's a big one.
Me and Ava Giannuzzi, one of our defenders, I have to braid her. I have to do her hair first every single time, like the hair thing. I have to do wall ball for every single game. That's one of my superstitions.
What's the food before every game?
Me?
Yeah, what's
I
the
do a
consistency?
PBJ, and then I just do like peanut butter pretzels, and I have to eat it 3 hours before.
So you do peanut butter, like a PB&J sandwich,
PB&J sandwich, peanut butter pretzels.
and peanut butter pretzels.
Yeah, and I have to drink Marissa Doty's her nutrition wave drink. She always brings one, so I have to drink that.
You have to drink that.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is 3 hours before.
3 hours before, but that's what. So yeah,
Wow.
that's the same for. There's a bunch more for cross country and running.
Where do you get PB&J pretzels?
All these. There's chocolate covered ones too. Those ones are really good.
They have. I didn't even know they had. I love peanut butter and jelly. Anything. I didn't know they had
Yeah.
peanut butter and jelly
Peanut-
pretzels.
Oh, not peanut butter and jelly pretzels. Just peanut butter pretzels.
Oh, peanut butter pretzels.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, Coach, what you said food is similar to for you. What's the food for you?
Yeah. So I eat pasta before the game.
Okay.
Gluten-free pasta, because you know I have to eat gluten-free in our house.
Okay.
And Mackenzie always ate a chicken nugget sandwich with pickles.
Chicken nugget sandwich with pickles.
Yeah, before every game.
Okay, so not a chicken patty, chicken nugget.
Chicken
sandwich.
nuggets.
Okay.
When do you get a chicken nugget
Gluten-free
sandwich?
chicken nuggets. She makes it herself.
You make a chicken. Oh.
Yeah.
You make it yourself.
Yeah.
See, now we need to get you like, we need to do like a smash burger or like pizza before. We need to like put Heritage Hill in here somehow, some way. Can we work in another superstition that's Heritage Hill North related?
We can try. Yeah.
Yeah. Dan, we got to think about what that could be. Yeah. Do something like that. Come like drive by here, do something. Like, are you going to add another superstition this season?
I don't
We
know.
probably will.
You
There'll
will?
probably be multiple.
They kind of just evolve. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where they come from.
Okay.
we randomly, like some of the things we randomly find, like the pennies, we didn't ever, that was just something random. We find things and that goes in my bag.
And these Skittles, so like if we looked in your bag right now, there's Skittles, ribbons, Starburst, like they're all in the
And
bottom of the
pennies.
bag, and pennies.
And I know there's like a little small pocket I have up
Oh,
top.
so you like keep it clean in the bag. You put them all in the superstition
Yep.
pocket
Yep.
and just zip them in
And they
there.
stay there.
Okay, fair enough. I love it. I think this is awesome. So we're going to jump into rapid fire. Coach, you get to ask me the first question.
Oh, jeez. All right, who's the very first person you interviewed?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see, there you go.
I'm going to hit 21 years in November, which is my favorite number.
I wonder why.
Man, 21 years.
Right.
So I got to go back to the beginning, which was MU courtside at Marywood. I started our NCAA Division III men's and basketball simulcast broadcast on TV and radio. So it had to be probably Tara Machaco, the women's basketball head coach, and Eric Grunman, the men's basketball head coach. I would imagine those are my first. If I have to go all the way back. Now I got to really think about it, but I would say it's probably Grunman or Machaco. And ironically, she's back there as the head coach, like she's come full circle, which is really cool. But yeah, I guess that's the answer.
Cool.
I've never been asked that before.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. Who would you consider to be your first mentor ever?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I'm going to have to say, and I think that all of my teammates would agree, former teammates, probably Cindy Wetmore, who was, the varsity coach who started lacrosse. I think we all kind of evolved and became who we are because of her. She just had a really good way of doing things that, kept it fun but made us work really hard. So I think that I took a lot from that,
Okay.
in teaching and being a parent and coaching. So I would probably say she was.
Shout out to Cindy. Okay.
Yeah.
Gabby, what's
She
your
just
first?
wished me a happy birthday, too.
Oh, very nice. Happy birthday, by the way, as well.
A couple days ago.
Yes, happy belated. So, Cindy, why didn't you text me and let me know when it was? So, what is the exact day?
My birthday?
Yeah.
July 1st.
July 1st.
I'm not telling you how old I am.
All right. Well, happy 23rd birthday.
Thank you.
For July 1st. Gabby, what's your first question for me?
Favorite NFL team, and you can't say the Jets, but you can say any other one but them.
Well, I would never say the Jets.
Okay, good.
Ryan
Good.
Camillus, who's off camera, he should know this since Alan Griffin gives me hell for this literally, I go into the Syracuse men's basketball locker room, and Griff and Autry, Jerry was always nice. Jerry didn't give me any issues with it. But Griff, when they were undefeated, Griff was like, your team sucks. When they went to the playoffs, Griff was like, your team sucks. When they almost made the Super Bowl, he said the same thing. Jacksonville Jaguars are my team. And he's a Giants fan, and they were absolutely atrocious last year. So I was on him a little bit more. But, yeah, I think Adrian's kind of let it be, but Griff won't get off of it. We could go undefeated, win a Super Bowl, and he would still have something to say, but it's the Jaguars.
Got you. We're a big Bills family, so.
You're a Bills family?
Yeah.
Okay. And mine's Jaguars all day, every day since the institution of them into the NFL in 1995. So my question back to you, Gabby, favorite Bill ever and favorite Bill right now?
Ever Josh Allen right now, Josh Allen.
It's the same, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Why Josh?
I don't know, he's a tank, he's a machine, so I don't know, we're big Bills fans, it's just fun to watch. He's probably going to get hurt. Now we're going to get knocked on wood, he won't, but, just fun to watch, always entertaining. Bills are interesting team to pick, but, they keep us on our toes, so that's good.
I will say this is a 1B. Will they win a Super Bowl in your lifetime?
Yeah, they will. They will.
I hope everyone
They will.
on camera saw your eyes when you said that.
They will. They will get there.
Okay.
This
All right.
year. No one thinks they're gonna, so.
You think this year?
Yeah, be the
Okay.
underdog.
Okay. The owner of Heritage Hill, Dan Palladino, is a giant Bills fan. So
Okay.
So he will
say the same thing.
He will always root for, if you're going to be positive like that, he will second you every time,
Okay.
no matter what.
Good.
All right, Coach, what's your last one for me?
So I don't think we know. What high school did you go to?
went
I
to-
don't know that.
I went to Christian Brothers Academy.
Okay.
My dad gave me two choices. He said you could go to CBA or you could go to Ludden. I did not want to go to Ludden, so I went to CBA. I wanted to go to Grimes because my mom went to Grimes, and my elementary principal, Mr. DeSantis, I call him to this day my Feeny, which is a Boy Meets World reference. And I wanted to go to Grimes so that I could go with my Feeny like they did in the show, but I ended up going to CBA. I got a fantastic education, but the class dynamic wasn't great. Being a blue-collar kid, I didn't really fit in, I'll say that. But I love my teachers to this day. And Casey Brown, who I know teaches up at CNS, he's the reason why I'm connected to CBA right now, because he's just a fantastic person, and he pulled me into his program, so I'll give Casey credit for that. Coach, my question back to you, since you have Skittles and Starburst in your bag, if you had to become a candy for the day, and it was the candy that was going to describe your personality, what candy on the shelf would you want to be and why?
Oh, goodness. Well, my husband just said Sour Patch Kids.
Well, first sour, then they're sweet, so is that
That's
why?
true.
Okay.
I don't know.
What would you be?
I'm not really, like Gabby and I share this, we're not really candy people.
I'm not candy.
I just
I
went to
remember
Hershey
Gabby saying
though. I
that.
just got back from Hershey. Lots of candy. And I bought protein bars. That's what I bought at the Candy World.
They have protein
They have
bars at
protein
Hershey?
bars, and I found them and I bought them.
Wow. That's an addition from when I was there. When I was there, it was Reese's, what was it,
there's a lot.
Kisses, the Hershey's, it was like the Hershey bar, the Hershey Kiss, the Reese's, I think Almond Joys
Yeah.
were there.
There's protein bars, and I
Okay.
bought them.
All right. Well, if you were a candy, because I
I'm
remember
trying to
Gabby saying
think.
she doesn't, I remember, yeah, because I asked you
Yeah,
what
not a
snack
big
candy, and you
candy
said
person.
no.
Yeah, neither one of us are.
Okay.
We kind of meet on that one. I don't know. I probably should say something from Nestle's because my whole family worked at Nestle's when Nestle's was around here.
Okay.
My aunt might turn over in her grave if I
Out on
didn't.
Oswego?
But, yeah.
Okay.
Fulton.
Oh, yeah.
Fulton.
Pardon me. I know Fulton people will get very mad at me for saying that. It's like right on the border. But yes,
It is.
Fulton, there's an Aldi's there now.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Several of my family members worked there back in the day. Oh gosh, I don't know.
Choose Nestle's chocolate chips. I specifically
do.
put Nestle's in my chocolate chip pancakes.
Yeah, that's what I'll choose.
That's what you're gonna
I don't know
choose?
why though. Just because my family likes them, I
Yeah,
guess.
because your family worked for Nestle.
Exactly.
That's the reason. All right. Gabby, what's your last question for me?
If you had to be a candy, what candy would describe you?
Good question.
If I had to be a candy, what candy would describe me? You know what? I'm gonna say this because I have a reason to say it in my head that just popped in. But my grandmother used to get these for us, my G-mom and my mom's mom. I'm gonna say Almond Joy because I am a positive person, and starting your own business and doing the things that I do and being original and innovative in today's world that lacks originality, I think people would say I'm a little bit nuts to do that, a little bit nuts to start my own company. So I would say the joy and the nuts part of it would describe me, and I'm every bit of crazy in a good way to do what I'm doing and chase my dreams, and I do it with positivity and I do it with God. So I'm going to say Almond Joy.
Good answer.
My
Way better
question,
answer than me.
my question back to you, Gabby, is going to be, okay, well, we're in an election year.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And I'm desperately trying to get people to write in a candidate because I'm not excited about anything that I see. So if you were going to be running in 2024 right now for our presidency, who would you choose on your team to be your vice president? And What is the first, if you had to take a trip somewhere as the President of the United States to make a speech, who's going to be your VP, and where's the first place you go to make your acceptance speech?
All right. My VP would probably be Taylor Patty. She's going to Penn State. She's really, really smart. One of the smartest people I think I've ever met. So I just feel like she's very calm. I feel like I'm very energetic. She'd keep me like, kind of mellow and know what to do. So Taylor.
Okay.
And then if I had to go somewhere, I go to Hawaii just because it's Hawaii, and I've never been to Hawaii, so.
So as the
Why
President,
not?
you would make your acceptance speech from Hawaii.
Yes. So,
Okay.
yeah.
First thing you would say besides thank you?
I have no idea. Like, please help me out, give me a little slack because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me some time, have some patience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
We did it.
yeah.
Shout out CNS
We did it.
Lacrosse.
Yeah.
To do that too.
Yes.
So with that being said, Gabby Putman, for your award-winning season and your championship season, sectionals and states, for the award-winning season for head coach Stephanie Prentice, as well as for the entire team. I know the last time we were here, we had the whole team with us, and here in the summer, there's camps, they're running around, they're doing stuff for colleges, and we understand that, but we're happy that we got to have you here to celebrate, and we're already looking toward next season, so please give a round of applause to your state title CNS Girls Lacrosse team to the Northstars. Thanks, Gabby. Thank you. Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gabby.
Thank